A new audit report found the state is not monitoring hundreds of landfill sites.
And that leaves room for possible contamination. The audit showed that only 154 sites out of 688 across the state are being monitored. That means 534 sites are not being looked at. 84% of those sites are near houses, schools, or potable water wells. Every year, the landfill program oversees 5 to 6 sites. The audit says a full remediation could take nearly a century to complete.
A traffic